Are you sick and tired of rising house prices and never ending rent increases, which I think has reached a critical point in Canada? That is why time has come to explore some unconventional solutions for this problem. I'm sure taming unaffordable housing will unleash huge opportunities for a willing and financially aware investor. So please stay tuned and let's dive into today's topic, solving housing crisis in Canada. Hi, my name is Sunny and I make content that affect a common man financially. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to it alongside smashing that like button as that will help me with the YouTube algorithm, which of course will be highly appreciated. According to Stats Canada, about 75% of Ontario's real estate saw a price appreciation of more than 50% in 2021 alone. On the flip side, renters also saw a significant increase in rents across the province, which also becomes unaffordable for a common man. The population who did not get into housing market has grown exponentially in the last few years as rising home prices have eroded affordability for both homeowners and those who wish to buy a new one. Considering how people's wealth is adversely affected by rising house prices intentionally and inadvertently, thus home ownership becomes less attractive for young millennials and new immigrants. There are a few unconventional steps which, if taken in my view, could bring affordability back into housing, which could also increase home ownership as well. The federal government stopped intervening in loan industry, leaving lending entirely to the private sector from 1970s onward. In the backdrop of such action, some believe lenders might have pushed credit to unsuitable candidates. Consequently, it has distorted the real estate market, leading to multi-decade speculative bubble. If the government intervenes again by allowing housing costs to stay within 4 or 5 times the annual median household income, affordability could come back again. Right now, the cost of a house is around 10 to 15 times that of the yearly household income. For example, you will find houses selling for over $1 million dollars in suburban regions of big cities in BC or Ontario, which I believe is unsustainable. The Bank of Canada maintained interest rates low in the aftermath of the economic recession in 2009. It decreased the rates further to negate any financial implications of COVID pandemic, where the idea was to pump liquidity while supporting the economy. The central bank's primary emphasis is on keeping inflation in check while maintaining price stability, but the cheap money supply inflated real estate prices. Now, experts believe that ultra low bank rates for too long are the real culprit in housing bubble. When the inflation went through the roof, the Bank of Canada is now trying to jack up the rates to control it, which no doubt will have calming effect on red hot real estate. If implemented promptly, promoting a new supply of affordable housing as a policy initiative could significantly affect the real estate market. This action could also help in increasing the rental housing pool. Big institutional investors or REITs are purchasing old rental dwellings primarily financed by federal or state incentives built in 80s and 90s. Then they are remodeling into extra plush housing and finally being rented out for premium dollars, thus taking away the affordability. Experts estimate that more than 300,000 spaces were lost in BC alone in a decade. Canada has seen a significant increase in international students pursuing studies in recent years, which has created a substantial demand for housing in many cities. Undoubtedly, immigration is good for Canada's long term sustainable economic growth as our population is aging. But when too many come in a shorter period, it brings challenges that should be planned ahead of time and issues should be addressed promptly. An immigrant or an international student needs a roof over their head. The government should incentivize local colleges or universities to build more rental spaces on campuses, which could reduce rental demand in the surrounding communities. The Canadian government is considering an anti flipping tax on real estate. Suppose anyone sells the house they have owned for less than 12 months. In that case, it could be subject to total taxation on their profits as a business income, not as a capital gain. Some argue that 1 year is insufficient to stop this speculative behavior in housing market. The anti-flipping tax in real estate is a measure to prevent investors from flipping properties for a quick profit. It's no secret that flipping houses have been a popular way to make money in real estate market in the recent years, so this tax is to discourage such transactions. Hopefully, this could help stabilize the housing market by preventing speculation, where the goal is affordable housing options for long term buyers. But that is me, I might be wrong. Do your own due diligence before investing based on your risk tolerance. As a disclaimer, I'm not even a financial advisor, so please consult one before investing based on your financial situation. If you like the content that I make, please help me and my channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing to it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.